Shalom Israel, all praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect men doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Just a quick testimony. Just getting off of work or whatever. Just trying to get into the spirit, man. I had seen this site, which, all praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, because this really helped me get into the spirit, man. Knowing that prophecies is coming to pass, man. Continuously, all right? Even if you feel like you don't see it, they coming to pass, man. All right? This is the economic collapse in Venezuela is so bad that people are slaughtering and eating zoo animals. All right? So when I first read this, I just think, how blessed we are, to be able to get food, and be able to eat whatever we want. And right now, man, because soon enough, we won't, so basically being our liberty, man. All right. This also makes me call on Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai much more, man. All right. It says the economic collapse in Venezuela is so bad that people are slaughtering and eating zoo animals. Now, prior to, there were articles coming out about people eating stray cats and dogs, man, and pigeons. Now they're going to eating zoo animals, man. All right, so this just goes to show how bad it's getting over there in Venezuela day by day. If you were hungry enough, would you kill and eat zoo animals? To most of us, such a notion sounds absolutely insane. But this is actually happening in Venezuela right now. This is a country where people are standing in lines for up to 12 hours, hoping that there will be food to buy that day. And when rioting and looting have become commonplace. All right, and that, reading that puts me in mind of what's the second Ezra 16 and 18. All right, it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. All right, so that's the beginning of famine right there. All right, that's famine right there. No food. Great death, people dying of starvation. All right, and that's the beginning of sorrows as well, man. All right, think about it. You can't eat. You're looking at your kids, getting skinnier and skinnier by the day. That's the beginning of sorrows, man. Not knowing when your next meal is going to come from, that's the beginning of sorrows. Hoping that there will be food to buy that day, and where rioting and looting have become commonplace. So even though the U.S. economy is in dreadful shape at this moment, we should be thankful for what we have, because at least we are not experiencing a full-blown economic collapse yet like Venezuela currently is. All right. Now peep that. This was the guy Michael Snyder said, we are not experiencing a full-blown economic collapse. All right. Keep that in mind. It says black stallions can be some of the most beautiful horses on the entire planet. But things are so desperate down in Venezuela this summer that everything looks like food to some people at this point. What happened at the Caracuo Zoo on Sunday is so horrible that I actually debated whether or not to share it with you. Right, mind you, he said everything looks like food. All right, so now it's not far-fetched when we go out there and tell Israel that they're gonna be eating their kids, man. All right, they be eating straight dogs, straight cats. They be eating out of garbage cans, not eating zoo animals. Soon enough, those gonna become scarce. All right, they're gonna end up eating their kids. Black stallions can be some of the most beautiful horses on the entire planet, but things are so desperate down in Venezuela this summer that everything looks like food to some people at this point. I'm gonna skip to desperate people do desperate things, and when people get hungry enough, they will do things such as Venezuela's worsening food shortages has had tragic consequences for a rare show horse last week when a group of intruders broke into the zoo, pulled the black stallion from its cage, then slaughtered it for meat. Prosecutors say the crime occurred in the small hours of Sunday morning at Caracuo Zoo, when several people sneaked into the state-run park under the cover of darkness and busted into the stallion's pen. The horse, the only one of its kind in the zoo, was then led to a more secluded area and butchered on the spot. On its head and ribs were left behind in a gruesome pile for zookeepers to find after sunrise. Unfortunately, this precious animal was not even the first victim at that particular zoo. A few weeks ago, pigs and sheep were the targets. Sadly, this horse wasn't the first zoo animal to suffer the effects of Venezuela's crippling food shortages. Some Vietnamese pigs and sheep were reportedly stolen from the same zoo earlier this month. Dozens of other zoo animals are starving to death because there is no food available to give to them. In fact, it is being reported that at least 50 animals have died from a lack of food at one zoo alone. At least 50 animals have died in the last 6 months at the Caracas Zoo in Caracas. So right, this just goes to show that even animals are coming scarce, man. So what's next? Your kids, man. Due to the widespread food shortages that are affecting both man and beast in the socialist nation. Marlon Cifuentes, a union leader for employees. I think I'm going to skip this. I'm going to skip. No, it's like it's actually me than this. Marlon Cifuentes, a union leader for employees of State Parks Agency and Parks, which oversees zoos, told Reuters that the zoo lost Vietnamese pigs, tapirs, rabbits, and birds after the animals went weeks without eating. Other animals at the zoo are in danger of severe malnutrition. Lions and tigers, which should be on a carnivorous diets, are being fed mango and pumpkin just to get something in their empty stomachs, while an elephant is being fed tropical fruit instead of its usual diet of hay. The union leader said, according to one report, the big cats are being fed slaughtered thoroughbred racehorses from a nearby racetrack. If what you have just read hurts your heart, let us not forget that it is not just the animals that are suffering. There are millions of precious people down there that are living on the very edge of starvation as you read this article. Alright? In which we know that's the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? The scriptures say, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna get it real quick. This is Sirach 11 or Ecclesiastes 11 and 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. So we know that's judgment of the Lord, man. This guy, he's speaking off his emotions, which is, it is sad, but at the same time, fuck that. It's the judgment of the Lord, man. Because they didn't take heed to the Lord. This is what the Lord gonna do to them, man. Alright? As it is written, in Amos 9 and 8, the eyes of the Lord God is upon the sinful kingdom. So inherently, this is gonna happen in America. Alright? It says, I'm gonna skip. The crisis in Venezuela is worsening every day, due in part of shortages reaching 70%. 6 Venezuelan military officials were arrested for stealing goats to ease their hunger. Alright, so even the military officials, man, are not being fed, man. Alright, were arrested for stealing goats to ease their hunger, and there was no food at the Fort Manure military base. With each passing week, the situation in Venezuela keeps on getting worse. And even though the United States has made many of the exact same mistakes that Venezuela has made, most of us just assume that what is happening down there could never happen up here. After all, we have the greatest economy in the world, and we are the wealthiest nation on the entire planet, right? Well, actually, our economic infrastructure has been systematically gutted by free trade deals. Alright, it says systematically gutted by free trade deals, man. So this goes to show who's pulling the strings, man. Also means, of course, it's the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But, the Most High got the spirit on these devils, the elites, to systematically fuck this place up too, man. Just like he did Venezuela. And we consume far more wealth than we produce. We have artificially pumped up our standard of living by adding more than $1.1 trillion a year to the national debt. All right? Making it, that bubble pop even faster since Barack Obama. Since Barack Obama has been in the White House, and one recent poll discovered that 62% of all Americans have less than $1,000 saved up. But don't worry. Instead of turning out like Venezuela, the mainstream media insists that the best days for America are right around the corner. Yeah, man. So when you think about it, this place is going down too, man. It's only a matter of time. All right? It's only a matter of time, man. And this article just goes to show just how soon this place is going down the drain, man. All right? I want to get one more precept before I end it out. Slot. I had a couple of scriptures that I wanted to bring out. I'm going to just skip to Isaiah 65. All right, Lord willing, read these men. Isaiah 65. What is it? 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. And I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Alright? So the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is going to be good. But at the same time, 2/3 of our people, alright, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, because they didn't get right and put their spirit into the Lord, alright, the things that happen in Venezuela soon is going to come to here, man. Alright? So with that, Lord willing, brothers was edified. Shalom, Israel.